So one of the requirements for Essay 3 is that we find a newspaper article. And while it's a little bit dangerous to just Google it, we can find newspaper articles using Google. We just have to be a little bit more careful with it. So let's say we want to search the death penalty. And we don't just want anything on the web because we'll get a lot of opinion pieces. What we can do is we can select Google News. And what Google News will do will bring us 140,000 results. But these are all going to be focused on news sites. So you see we've got a blog from The Economist, the Columbus Dispatch, and USA Today. If we scroll through here, we can see some other sources that may or may not be good. I'm going to say in general, you want to stay away from sources like CNN or ABC News because those are on television or on cable. They aren't necessarily going to go into as much depth. Same thing with blogs. But you'll see here we also have The Atlantic, and a number of other sources that may or may not be really helpful for us. So this is a way that we still have to be careful because we don't know exactly what sources we're going to get. We still have to look for the best possible newspaper article, but it's a way to kind of narrow Google down a little bit so that we don't have to worry so much about random websites. At least all of these sources are trying to be news. There's another way that we can narrow down our Google searches, and that's called Google Scholar. And if you go to scholar.google.com, you'll get a source like this, and we can search the same sort of thing. And we're going to get a lot more high quality sources here. A lot of these are going to come from books or journals. They're not necessarily going to be newspaper articles, but they're going to be a lot more in depth and probably a lot more, quote unquote, serious. So this is a Google Scholar probably won't work great for this assignment, but it might work in future assignments if you want to Google something. Check out Google Scholar. Now, not all of these sources are available for free, which you'll find. You might be able to just get an abstract, but you won't necessarily be able to get the whole thing. So those are two options to Google a little bit better than you might have been Googling before.